Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome to Beyond All Reason, 32 player game here. So yes, we have 16v16. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to go over everybody who's playing in this game, and it's been a long time since I actually watched this game live. Remember when the last 32 person game came out? This was the one that was hosted right before that, so I did not get a spot in this one, unfortunately, but I was able to watch. And I am aware of some things, like I do remember Mighty Sheep being very, very good in the front here. He starts with 2 commanders because someone on their team left here. You can see where those dotted lines are, those dashed lines. Oh, so yeah, 2 commanders. It's going to get him extra build power early on, which is kind of an underlooked resource in this game. I would say this game is a 3-resource game with your metal, your energy, and your build power. So having that extra commander is super, super useful. You also get a touch extra energy, right? Commanders give a little bit extra energy, a little bit extra metal. But he's going to be going Cortex, and Armada this game. So he has both. So he's going to be straight chilling. But he does have the Cortex vehicle plant, which has some very strong units, of course. You got your missile trucks. I really like the mobile artillery from them. And then, of course, your riot tanks. You have your standard medium tank as well. So, yeah. And he's a center player here. Probably one of the best, if not the best player in Beyond All Reason. He did win the 1v1 tournament a while ago. But 1v1 isn't everything. I just had to sip my mint teas. It's pretty baller, I have to say. Mint tea was very hard. But yeah, either way, he's just going to be sending some rovers out here, harassing poor Anne. Going to be losing his solar collector. I guess with the wind speed, a low of 5, high of 10. So we're going to be seeing both wind turbines and solar collectors. Mighty Sheep is opting to go for solar collectors, it looks like. Which I think this wind speed is definitely low. But I think it's worth going wind turbines. But again, I'm not like... Me criticizing this guy is like... It's useless, bro. It's like an ant biting someone's ankle, essentially. Either way. So Mighty Sheep going to be walking up the hill here with his riot tank up to the geothermal spot. As you can see from the geothermal gas pouring out. I don't really know what that stuff is, how geothermal works, but either way. Got a small contingent of ticks here, obviously the best unit in the game. Going to be taking out this poor construction vehicle from, this raid was done by the cat. Going to be moving on. And, yeah. Surprisingly, no comm sacrifices early on, which is pretty interesting. And I forgot to mention, I think I mentioned this last video when I casted like the last 32 player game, but for this one, metal or energy converters are not allowed, just so economy scaling doesn't get absolutely crazy, because the lag here is already going to get pretty bad. If you believe Bar, which I don't, my FPS right now is hanging around 40, which, you know, it hurts a bit. It hurts a bit. But yeah, for this map is actually really, really interesting. Croom Valley, or whatever it's called. Okay, there we go. Finally, a comp sacrifice there from, yep, looks like. Yep, indeed. But yeah, you got these high points up here with geothermals. No, they don't. I thought there were geothermal spots up here. Geothermal spots over here. But yeah, generally high points over here, and then you have lower spots down here. Another comm sacrifice over there for the left side. So 2 from the left side, none from the right. If you want to know what a comm sacrifice is, you're basically losing your commander for 2,000 metal. I'm going to have to continually kill these drawings here. Some of them range from mildly funny to not something I can show. For my family-friendly content, of course. Alright. Omega Hers going to be falling back there. We have these pawns here being missile trucked almost to death, but they do get away. I say almost to death. These guys do damage so slowly. But their good thing about them is their range and also their speed. They could be a lot slower. Obviously, 42 speed isn't ideal for anything, but hey, it could be a bit worse, you know. For an artillery-like vehicle, they also lock on pretty well. So in general, a pretty good unit. Stardom kind of getting caught out here with his commander. Lots of pawns storming him, and he does go for the self-destruct. It's kind of over for him, so it does make sense. Going to be taking a few with him. His base is back here. And then we have a front line forming here for Madajek and the Beauty. Where's the Beast, huh? Just the Beauty. D-gun there. Didn't take out anything, but it was pretty close. Metrarch, Extra Solaire, also going to be moving in here. So poor the beauty, kind of getting double teamed as it were. Yeah, going to be moving back there, down to 24%, 25%. Looks like he'll make it. Almost takes a rocket there, but not quite. Grunt's moving in, but he should be fine here. Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Is there a way? Spec. I felt like there was a way to turn on spectator drawing. Maybe I was mistaken. We'll live with it. We'll live with it. Wilcubek getting harassed by some grunts here, as well as aggravators moving in. So we kind of have the cool colors here, pushing their front line up pretty far. But the warm colors, oh, the beauty does go down there on the front line. But the warm colors here aren't without their own attacks. So the front line right now, oh gosh, kind of looks like this. It's kind of a wave. There's nothing going on over here, so Magic could be pushing forward, or Benix could as well, once they kind of get their economy up and rolling there. Another commander going down on the front line here. Maybe taking radar tower, maybe a couple mexes here. Oh, looks like we actually have 2 down. So Metro Solaire, and I'm not sure who that was. I think that was Wilcubek. Yeah, it was. Poor guy. Ragnar going to be moving up the slope here, and we can see, can't quite see over that ridge, but Tifion is going at it with Captain Benji. Or Captain Benj. Pardon me. Decat here also holding the front line. But Mighty Sheep pushing up quite far. He does have, I think, one of the best economies in the game right now. Well, Ragnar's is good too. Yeah, right now he is doing quite well for himself. The 2 commander start, really quite OP. We do have aircraft scouring the skies here. Some whirlwind bombers from Fontaine. Our man from Bioshock, was it? It's been a while. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was Fontaine. Looks like there's going to be bombing a base up here, trying to eliminate poor Ozpark. And the bombs have dropped. Tier 2 mechs not quite getting taken out. Looks like he really doesn't lose much at all, but if they are allowed to go back over for another swipe, this fighter will not be built in time, unfortunately, and the aircraft plant does go down, as well as the metal storage, and almost that advanced construction bot, but yeah, for the most part, he seems to be chilling. The bombers are going to be targeting someone else. Oh my gosh. Ignore that. I can only do so much, people. Eldariel, not having a great time. He's almost dead here, 14%. But the pawns do change course to these medium assault tanks from Eldariel as well. And then we also have Stardom here, providing support. Pure Malt with a lot of laser towers up here. And yeah, so one thing I really like about this right side team is they are doing quite well fortifying this ridge, which can block projectiles and stuff, so you can hide stuff behind here, but also just looks cool. Terrain is important in Bar, but little hills like this aren't everything. Now, if we're talking about like Napoleonic era, where you're really blocking stuff with like ridges and hills, that's cool. I need a good Napoleonic era game. Empire Total War is getting a little bit old, and yeah, there's not really much else out there, unfortunately. Mighty Sheep gonna be cloaking here with one of his commanders at the front line. Does have 5 kills on this bad boy. Yeah, the lines are holding steady here. Can't say it's really going either way. Eco looks almost the same. Maybe a little bit better for the cool color side in terms of metal there, but nothing that can't be recovered from. Manajek with quite a big army of thugs here. He's got, well, I selected 25, but he's probably got around 30, 35 there. Medium artillery trying to be built, but this bad boy isn't going up for quite a while. Is this guy stalled on what, energy? Or metal? It is going to be a low metal game for players in general, just because you can't build energy converters, but it does make sense. If you were allowed to build energy converters, I don't know if I would be able to cast this game, to be honest with you. And that's another thing with Mighty Sheep. With those 2 commanders, he was able to spread across the battlefield a little bit easier, grab some more metal. But he's pushed up quite far here. We do have Manajek pulling back, and his commander all the way up here might get taken out. Probably should be cloaking here. Although, yeah. It says he's in a, there we go, slight energy not deficit, whatever the word for that is. Excess, as they say. There we go. Yeah, so he does end up cloaking there. Going to be repaired by some construction turrets back here. Shielded by this twin guard laser tower, which is going to do almost next to nothing against these medium tanks. There we go. It does get taken out there. Exploiter up here as well. Yeah, having quite the time up here. Mighty Sheep doing pretty well for himself. Omega Hearst pushing up with these medium tanks, though, taking out some construction turrets, poor construction vehicle as well. Thugs are going to provide some counter fire, but they're going to take some damage as well. What does this say? We're on the same team. He wants his laser towers, man. I don't know, but yeah, interesting. Tifyon continuing to hold up here, but he is kind of getting pushed back by Captain Binge. Still doing relatively well for himself, though. But you really don't want this gap opening because there's a lot of mexes back here that could easily be taken out. And also flanking in general, bad, very bad. Looks like we do have Mighty Sheep and Stardom being pushed back here a little bit. How did they lose this? I'm not actually sure how they lost that. I just think there are too many other players. And again, because you are kind of metal capped, good players are nerfed a little bit because they can't build economies as effectively. And this hero over here, medium tank, taking so many Sheldon shots. But also these guys aren't tier 2. Mighty Sheep probably is going to be going for... Yeah, he does have the tier 2, but no tier 2 units on the field, except for this construction vehicle, which is going to be slowly making its way to build some tier 2 mexes, which is definitely essential here. Again, because of the aforementioned thing with the metal extractors. So, are we ready to see some mines blow up, people? Oh, he knows they're there. He knows they're there. He knows a few of them are there. I think he is retreating. Oh, I see. He's putting some guys out. They will be taking those mine detonations. But yeah, he's making his way up the hill. They could still... unfortunate. Don't think he's going to be triggering any of those today. So yes, this cool color team has been pushed back a little bit, back to their hill, or their line on the hill here, but nothing huge. That mine did manage to get quite a few, damage a lot of them. There's still one mine left. Yeah, the fence up here is much too grand for any of these fools to make it up that base there. Looks like we do have Metrarch. Yeah, kind of not feeling too great here, and or Matajek does want to defend his flank there. Alright, so we do have the medium tanks from Stardom pushing in. Quite a nice battle here, right in the center. Medium tanks going out, Sheldon's in the back, some pawns lining up over here. But these guys will be retreating. They can't stand in the face of tier 2. So Mighty Sheep needs to get out that tier 2 there. He's going to be making some banishers. Heavy missile tanks, one of the coolest units in the game. Missile tanks in general, very grand, great idea. I love it. So many Sheldons here for Yep. So many of them. What does he have? 41. Quite an impressive amount. Well, considering what other people have on the field, at least. Most of the stuff on the field is medium tanks, which makes sense. They're a very, very economical unit. You can really hold front lines with them. And flanking is going to come into play here, but not a lot. So things like pawns are a little bit nerfed. So I actually think vehicles can do quite well on this map. Why? The constant drawing is a little bit unfortunate. Looks like Captain Bench has pulled back. I don't know why. Or he might have just been pushed back. Looks like those are Sheldons over there, so it definitely makes sense. We do have Matajek here. Being pushed back, he is starting to build some sumos here, so he's starting to get some tier 2 out. Nothing crazy. He does have this nice medium artillery spot up here. Doesn't have great angle on anything up here, but if stuff was to come down the ridge, it'd have a pretty good angle. Definitely covering this flank slightly. Although, actually, I don't know if we can shoot down here. Not sure exactly what that looks like. Oh, but a big break here from Omega Hertz. Going to be taking out an exploiter there. These defenses up here, and the ridge is lost for the players on the right side. Very, very nice play there. I mean, medium tanks are going to be pushed back. Fiends are pretty good at melting basically anything. Yeah, very interesting. Aladariel still with his commander out here. Even after he's brushed death multiple times, and there's some quick pawns out here that could easily swarm him, but he feels good. He feels good about it. But yeah, unfortunately, this hill was lost for the right side team. Looks like, what's going on over here? Seems some pings. Lots of air transports, something funky going down over there. I'm not entirely sure what yet. And we do have Omega Hertz blitzing the hell again with some Sheldon backup. But the Sheldons kind of see some... yeah, some guys over here that they don't really want to tangle with. Even more Sheldons from Kassar. So we're going to see very, very meta armies here. Unfortunately or fortunately, however you'd like to see it. Mighty Sheep thinking about the calm detonation there against all these medium tanks. But he decides against it, which I agree with. Definitely not necessary. Those guys were definitely obliterated. More Banisher tanks. Probably going to be necessary here, right? I got some mobile anti-nuke coming out. Looks like a second one. Lots of Mausers here from, what is this guy? I'm sorry. Metrarch Extra Solaire. Alright, here's our funky play. I don't know. Oh, we have the bomb droppers, I think. Is this what this is? Yes, the amphibious crawling bombs are going to be dropped by the air transports. The self-destruct, they're finding targets. He's got to be careful. These guys are going to get shot down. Oh, no. That would be a cool player. Did not work out for him at all. But, yeah, if they got to the back line here, that'd be pretty interesting. But there was also fighters circling about, so maybe not the best idea. Fiends moving forward against these Sheldons. They might be able to get the strike off, but no. Looks like, Yep here is kind of on top of it with these Sheldons, and Fiends are going to be taking heavy losses here. I mean, they get some damage done against these combat engineers, which were unfortunately not microed away from the battlefield. But yeah, it ends in the eventual loss for the Fiends. Definitely net negative value here. And we do have the air transports moving in again with the amphibious bombs, taking out that entire front line for Matajek there. Very nice strat. Great execution the second time around. Lots of good moments in this game. And we do have Tifion here with the Termites, the all-terrain assault spiders. But there is a huge army here from Kimchi Bulgogi, which... is that like 2 food items here? I know bulgogi is like Korean barbecue. Kimchi is gross cabbage. Actually, I had kimchi the other day for the first time, and it wasn't that bad. I can see why people don't like it. Mine came out, it was like, I don't know, whatever. Either way, decent food. We do have Ragnar here, down 76%. Trying to build this rattlesnake here, and yeah, there's a lot. A lot of artillery going down there. Scouts moving forward, so maybe something funky with air. The amphibious bombs going again at the front line, being dropped off. Ooh, but not quite exactly where they wanted to be. It looks like only one bomb actually does any damage there, unfortunately. It's just a little bit of a slow method for the bombs. And you're also losing a whole air transport with it. Normally, I mean, this air transport is fine, of course. I don't know what that is. Yes, the warm colors are being pushed here by Stardom. Yeah, quite a big army. Medium tanks pushing forward, some Mausers in the back there. But the Mausers are taking fire, some long-range fire, so not the greatest there, but someone's commander goes down. It wasn't Ragnar's. I was expecting to say Ragnar's commander. I think it was Decat's commander does go down there. A little bit unfortunate to say the least. The amphibious bombs going out again. I just love these guys. It's such an interesting strat. Yeah, it's just no good. I gotta say, it's just no good right now. But it's a really interesting idea. I don't know why you wouldn't just build bombers, but hey. I'm all about ingenuity here. And honestly, it's a video worthy play there. If this wasn't a 32-player game. Looks like... Whew, Mausers. Big ol' artillery. Nukes are starting to go out now at minute 19, which is around when they come out. 19 and 21 minutes when you're going to start seeing nukes with games with pretty decent players. Amphibious bombs again going out. Very nice. And there are definitely a lot of good players in this match, so makes sense. We do have the Cerberus coming out here in about 45 seconds, which is going to wreak havoc if it's allowed to live. It is being rushed by Sheldons, but there's quite a large army from Metrarch Extrasolaire, who I've never seen outside of this game, actually. But he's doing really well for himself, actually. Maybe his experience with other RTS games, or he plays duels, because again, true score is calculated differently in different game modes. Mammoth here taking a bunch of fire from all these Sheldons, which a little bit unfortunate. Advanced Metal Extractor going down. Yeah, this entire flank is just open, and these Sheldons should honestly press forward, but they are deciding to just retreat. A little bit unfortunate there. Not the play I would have made, but you know, I'm a bit of a different guy myself. I did see a nuke go out here, I think. Oh, EMP missile launcher, very good. EMP hit the center here. Cerberus got paralyzed for 25 seconds and has been spotted. The enemy knows it's up. It has not gotten any chances to fire yet or do any damage, unfortunately. And looks like we have some fighters going out there. Juno missile hitting that, which is going to do nothing. And holy cow, look at all those bombers. Take out that Cerberus. I mean, that's... Oh my gosh, look at all those bombers. Almost taking out some hounds with all of those dead bomber bodies, I guess. But nope. I don't know if that was a good trade for the Cerberus. I actually think it was, because, I mean, Cerberus here would be really, really effective. But we are actually seeing long-range artillery come out too. Don't exactly know where that is, but I did see the shot. So the Cerberus would have been destroyed either way. I mean, Plasma Deflector might have been... I don't know. Either way. Missiles coming out here. I think we have, yeah, Shiva's catapult bot as well here from Matajek. Very, very nice. And we do have a nuke coming out here. Actually going to be detonating here on this north side. Alariel's commander has been through so much. But yes, he is at 38% here. And he might just get taken out if the Bulls get a couple shots on him. Oh, but these are friendly stardoms. That's my bad. Some discussion about the no energy converters, which is fair, but also it's, yeah. My sheep is going to be leaving the game, which I knew was going to happen here. Goes to Raptor Tomas, a level true score 15 player, which isn't great, you know, for like subbing for Mighty Sheep, but hey, you have to do what has to be done. And again, with the true score stuff, this guy might be great in either other games or other game modes, so, you know, and we don't discriminate. This is definitely a for fun event. Sheldon's going down here, taking heavy damage. We do have Tifyon actually pushing up here. Kimchi losing ground a bit, but it's just fiends, so nothing huge that's gonna do a ton of damage quite yet. Juno missiles going out, which people really like Junos. I guess for there might be mines or something there, but yeah, scouts have not really come into play here. So we do have these emplacements here from Rogovic, these bulwarks, which not the best spot for them because, you know, the enemy is... If they get that far, it might just be over. But, hey, stack defenses are good. I like seeing people build them. So, hey, props then. Catapult spewing rockets, as it tends to do. Love me a good catapult bot. Wish Armada had them. Armada's units are... no, I'm kidding. I love Armada. I'm an Armada stan. If you play Cortex, you can go home. And yeah, these units taking fire, but they're just grunts. They're patrolling around, so they're just wasting ammunition if that was a thing. Oh my gosh, no, I forgot about this, or I must have. Yeah, nukes hitting the front line here. Both bulwarks are still up, but at 3%, this guy is. And also just like the big army here just ate it. Definitely not good at all. Asking for radar. I don't know if radar is the biggest priority. I think it would be anti-nuke, but hey, do what you got to do. And again, flanking could be done around here, but no one's deciding to. There's just juicy tier 2 mechs sitting here. A geothermal power plant could be blown up, but no. No one is a visionary here. Hercules transporting a tier 2 construction bot. And yeah, this right side is slowly losing ground. Except for Tifion up here, who has actually managed to push back. Who was this guy? Captain Benj. And Kimchi as well. So doing quite well for himself. Rockets going out here from these Arbiter heavy rocket bots. Missing their targets, as always. You don't buy Arbiters because they're going to hit something. They're for the wow factor. For the intimidation, of course. Sheldon's moving out here from Kesar. Going to be, yeah, dunking on these mobile artilleries. The Quakas. Some Tigers in the back here also moving out. Yeah, having this lane clear is really, really rough. But anyone could go through here, and no one is. To be honest, the right side really can't spare units on this flank. They're just being absolutely outclassed with all these Sheldons. And also all these grunts that are moving out from Yep, which is quite unfortunate to see for them. Looks like we do have a commander going down there. Bulwark did go down, unfortunately. This one's still up with 6 kills, so really hasn't seen any use there. Oh, I think that was actually another nuke, not a commander. My bad. I misspoke. Oh my gosh, juicy catapult bombing there, taking out quite a few Sheldons. That's going to hurt. Maybe push back the attack a little bit. But yeah, this bottom side definitely falling. Going to come down to what these guys can do up here for sure. These guys just have to hold on, basically. Mystere already calling GG, which I know the future. It's not quite GG for you yet, buddy. You got it. Plasma deflectors going up. I love this random one, which is protecting like all of 3 rattlesnakes and a couple mexes, but hey. Might as well start making a front line. Yeah, a couple over here as well. And Pulsar's going out, but not too much in the way of sack defenses there, which is kind of surprising. Normally if you build plasma deflectors, it's to deflect something, but if there's no interest over there. Who has nuke? Lots of hounds over here for Hero Malt. Yeah, these guys are loath to push over the hill, it seems. So yeah, these guys are safe from their destruction just for a bit. Also, catapult bots, or Shivas, gonna be doing quite well. Catapult bots as well in the back there. And a bunch of Malzers, so they can hold out for a bit here. Catapult's gonna be great against these plasma deflectors because they are not plasma entities. So they can shoot right through that crap. Yeah, they finally spotted the guys up here. This Twitcher trying to build some mines here, do some damage. Oh my gosh, okay, so we finally have Synthetic moving around the bottom here. So he has Fat Boys, some Hounds. Hopefully he hasn't given away his position. Looks like he has, as we do have the Rattlesnakes starting to unload on these guys. And they are taking the metal from that commander. Mex is going down to him. Pulsar starting to shoot. Yeah, these guys are taking heavy fire, which is kind of to be expected. Didn't bring the quickest units, and yeah, Shivas are not going to be coming on the scene. These Fat Boys are all but dead, and these Hounds are just going to try to escape with whatever dignity they have. Yep, another nuke going down there. There's no anti-nuke here. I don't... That's the funniest thing to me. This place has been nuked all of 3 times, and there's still no anti-nuke. Yeah, Shivas and Catapult, or yeah, just Shivas actually. Going to be taking away all those Fat Boys' lives, unfortunately. And Advanced Mex is probably going to go down. Oh, they're pulling back. They could just go around. There's no like artillery here to attack them there, so yeah, going around would probably be a great strat. But no, the Thor is now on the field for stardom here. And that Thor is going to be killer. Going to be taking down an Advanced Bot Lab there with ease, It does have 1 Paralyzer EMP, so yeah, it's going to have a great time. And just a baller time for it. Although it looks like it is pulling back. Maybe it senses danger. You don't want to overextend, that's for sure, especially when your line is all the way back here. It really could be over for you quick. Gremlin tanks out here from Mastier. Going to be going deep into the enemy lines. Obviously, they're never going to make it there, but it's worth a try. Pulsar siding some of them for a little bit there. The Thor is safe. We're called back home. Looks like we had some Arbiters over here and catapults shooting straight through the plasma deflector. Or onto this hill over here, my bad. Yep is still up here, which I think is great. Bulwark being built, which is going to be super unfortunate if that is built. But I think we have, yeah, ambassadors over here. Going to be stealth rocketing everything over here. And also the termite stopping the advanced exploiter construction. Almost. He did give up his life for that. What a brave soul. And I'm always surprised about how few little, like, rocket launchers there are. You know, the stuff that isn't nukes, but still, like, stack emplacement missile launchers. Be quite good here. Because they're not going to be stopped by anti-nuke or anything. Vanguard out here from Kesar. 8 kills under its belt. I love Vanguards. I feel like I say this about every other unit, but one of the top units on my roster. Yeah, Hound's getting hit there with the blast from the nuke. To be expected, of course. And tons of Junos going out here. 6 old Junos from Tifion. He loves those things, man. There's no mines over here. There's nothing here. There's nothing back here either. But hey, you might as well do it. It's intimidation. It's annoying. Seeing the stupid green electricity blitzing about, gotta be one of the most annoying things. Yeah, this left side in general being pushed back quite a bit. Thors are out here doing what they do, which is shoot things with their big old cannon. And also rockets sometimes. And yeah, they're also very slow. So speed 60 up the hill is no good, right? It's gonna take ages to get anywhere. Tons of fighters over here. Fighters over here as well. Can't say if anyone has air superiority. In terms of eco for both teams, it definitely goes to this left side for now. If the Thors get up here and do some damage, it might be over for them, but they're pretty healthy, 78, 93%. Bombers in the air over here, not doing this right side team any favors here on the attack. And a third Thor coming in at 99% health. So this guy's fresh off the factory line. Looks like we got a big nuke up top there. Kimchi Bulgogi not having a great time. Looks like everything else is anti-nuked up. Even this front line here, finally. And yeah, those Thors are moving up there. Oh, looks like was one taken out there? Yeah, I think so. Another Thor joining the battlefield, though. So many bombers up here, and there's no anti-air brought. And doesn't look like any's on the way either, which is, yeah, not great. Not great for sure. Here's the anti-air. If you don't have any anti-air on the ground, bring some in the air. Yeah, I think another Thor went down there. No, they're still up. Yeah, tons of fighters here. Who's this guy? Fontaine. Yes, the Bioshock man. Absolutely wrecking those bombers. But enemy fighters going to be moving in here. And I think Orange has this on lock. Yeah, he definitely does. But they did get those bombers, or a lot of them at least for the most part. So still a good play. Still worthwhile to do that. No anti-nuke. Yes. Indeed. Got some Karganas over here from Matajek. Gonna be trying to make it up the hill, which is definitely a smart play. What is Tifian? He has termites, so doing a similar strategy with termites here. Gonna be taking out this advanced geothermal power plant, or they're gonna try to. We'll see if they're able. Ground's moving over there, probably just for some scouting. Big old nuke comes out from the left. Not sure what was over here. Something worth nuking, apparently. Which is anything that isn't covered by anti-nuke, basically. And these Karganas have been spotted by Synthetic, I think. He's been the man pinging this, which is props, I guess. I mean props, right? Karganas with their little bit of anti-nuke there, almost taken out. There we go, taking out that radar plane. And they have arrived on top here. Thors, 4 over there. Keeping tabs on those guys, but yeah, Karganas going to be trying to do it, the best they can. They're not the greatest And yeah, they're not going to fare well against all the static defense. Almost takes out a tier 2 mechs, but nothing comes with that attack. Except for giving the enemy knowledge that that's something you can do, so. Ragnarok coming up here, up at 3%. Yeah, this won't be built, unfortunately. Hornet has been paralyzed there. Yeah, Thor trying to make it desperately to Jahan's base. As he was trying to build this gantry over here. Probably because he does have some air power. So taking that out is good. But honestly, just taking out any base. But unfortunately, Thor was degunned by Ramthus. He's got the Strat on lockdown. Yeah, that's what you want to do against big old tier 3s is degun him. My E-Store hack. I don't know what that is. Oh, and the cat is gone entirely. He's nothing. Poor guy. I don't know what happened to him. He might have like, I mean, maybe he was here and just got wrecked, or maybe he just desynced. I think this was one of his units. All right, we got some fiends over here from the Brave Quick 2007. Yeah, he's gonna be absolutely destroyed. Nothing to it. Anti-nuke and nuke, stories old as time. And the front line's kind of dissolved for this left side team. These guys can really push in, if not for all the air. So, yeah, definitely some anti-air, some grounded anti-air is going to be really, really important for them. But they're just loath to build it. I don't know. I don't know why they don't want to build any flat guns, but they don't. What's all down here? Oh, sprinters. That could be fun if they didn't, you know, if they weren't so bad. Watch them just get taken out by these Razorbacks here. Pulsar and Rattlesnakes, again, going to be going ham on anything that comes through here, but a decently big army. We got some Starlights, some Rocket Bots, some Consoles, and also some Razorbacks. Trying to build a Plasma Deflector here, which is pretty smart. It's going to stop everything. I don't know if they stop the lasers. I don't know if the lasers count as plasma. I haven't really tested it, and I haven't seen any replays with that interaction there, so I'm assuming it doesn't. It doesn't really have the plasma vibe to me. But what do I know? Not much at all. Yep has taken over. Kimchi's destroyed base up there with the tier 2 and the commander. And the commander's doing a boogie, I think, is he? Yeah, he's boogieing. Very nice. Alrighty, more Junos from Tiffion hitting the battlefield, which is yeah, unfortunately not going to be doing anything. But yeah. Oh, EMP hitting Eldariel. The Pulsar here, not the Plasma Deflector. And there's still the anti-air flat gun up over there. Thor's taking a bit of damage here. This guy might not make it out, down to 20%. And the Hornet missile gun ships having their way, but they are going to be retreating. The Thor does make it out alive, just fine. Advanced fusion reactor being created. Never, basically. Probably not going to come up there for him. Prime Federator, kind of with the base up here, is pretty nice. Carganes lying in wait here for Tiffion. So yeah, it's what we saw down here, but hopefully better, because there's no like real defenses. Obviously, you do have welders, some hounds, and the like, but no like flamethrower turrets and commanders and double laser guns. Nuke not getting anti-nuked, so it's just hitting the top here again. So it does take out a tier 2 mechs, hits Yep's commander, or one of them. But yeah, and also some stuff over here. So this base over here definitely got rocked. Advanced bot lab down to 20%, bot lab down to 20%. Some eco I think got destroyed, but no mexes went down. Anti-nuke and nuke. We do have grunts getting mighty far here. Yeah, Matterjack doesn't really want to advance here to this front line, which makes sense. Because you got Pulsars, you got 2 Basilicas up here. And yeah, not great there. Overseer was being built initially at some point. Oh, Basilica's absolutely wrecking that catapult. Probably going to be going down there. What about that Ragnar that was being built? think I was either destroyed or canceled. Ragnarok would be really good, but no one has the energy for that because you can't really increase your metal to the point where you're going to have enough energy to continuously fire like a Ragnarok or anything. So Tifyon moving in with catapults and some grunts for line of sight, looks like. Which is a good strat if I've ever seen one, which I never have. No good strat beyond no reason. Mastier being flown by the Stork. Going for a comm bomb, it looks like. Oh, just at the top of the hill. Interesting. This emplacement here by the beauty is a beauty, actually. It's a great idea. Definitely helping hold that front line. Mastier taking some rockets as well as that tier 2, or not tier 2. That's just that mech he was building, I think. Yeah, this position unfortunately isn't tenable with everything down here. This has to be destroyed first. And Nettle trying to be built there. Commander taking damage, but those guys are taken out. Oh, maybe that was right side air, not left side. Who knows? Yep. Nukes continue to be ineffective. They've actually done quite a lot of work this game just because of small mess ups. But anti-nuke is being built up here. So it looks like Captain Benj's base is safe. That's a mouthful. Say that like 50 times. Just for fun. Yeah, Mastier going to be retreating down the hill. Oh no, the mine, I think, taking him out. Unfortunate. Yeah, that commander's down. But he does have another one. Oh no, that was his only one. Interesting. Interesting play. I don't know why he didn't just do it with like a construction bot. And he did it with commander instead, but hey. It was almost a stroke of genius, so I applaud it. I love seeing fun tactics. And the Karganas are going to be making their way up the hill. As well as the catapults. Trying to hit these guys up on this ridge, but not quite making it. So there's... Ooh, my camera. Why did that happen, huh? Alright, I think we got like 12 Karganas? Yeah, 11. 11 Karganas up here. A couple rocket bots on the bottom. And yeah, these guys are going to be doing... I'm not sure how far this first attack gets. I don't think it gets very far. The Hornet gunships kind of laying waste to these guys. Yep's commander up here might be going for the D-gun, although it looks like he's just retreating with the cloak. And yeah, so much air. There's not enough anti-air here from the Karganas to do anything. Although a lot of this air is fighters, not enough bombers. But it's just a matter of time before these guys get taken out. Captain Benji's base might be reached by one. Oh my gosh. Big old detonation there from Yep's commander. Takes out the wind of from the sails. What am I trying to say? The attack stalled, as they say. Karganeth, not going to be able to even take out this already damaged mechs here, unfortunate. But it is what it is. And grunts continuing to make their way up the hill. Taking out an advanced construction bot. Stopping this mechs from completing. I mean, those guys got rather far. But Thor, the resurrected Thor, has made it down the hill. And Stardom's dead unit is kind of biting Tifyon in the butt here. It looks like those Thors are center now. So we do have 6 there. I was kind of wondering what happened to them. 6 from Stardom and another one from Pure Mall here. So good plays. 2 Titans out from Yep, as well as some Vanguards back here from Kesar, I think. Yep. I've almost got some of the names down, boys. It's been 42 minutes, but I got it. Oh, then Thors are attacking here. 6 Thors on the move with 2 catapults in support. Or 7 Thors, I should say. Pure Malta's here as well. 2 Thors there from Kesar, plus 2 Titans, plus the Vanguards. Not sure if these guys can make it. These attacking Thors. They might want to be pulling back here. Before something bad happens to them, but hey, you gotta attack sometimes, and losing units is just part of the game. Oh, the Beauty's base was wiped out here. I guess it was by these radar bots. I have no idea. I'm not sure. By the way, good job. Behemoth moving on the bottom here. Barely mobile, heavy turret. We'll see if that guy gets anywhere. We'll keep an eye on him. It's like a progress bar, basically. Tons of Sheldons going out for Raptor Thomas. My bad. Going to be targeting the plasma deflector, it looks like, which, yeah, not really your target that you want to be hitting with Sheldons from close range, but you gotta hit something. Probably would be going for that Titan myself, but yeah, trying to weaken that shield so they can get to this long-range artillery has worked. The Overseer, or the Keeper's down, and it's free reign on these guys with units that are taking heavy damage and not going to be able to make it. So it was a good attack. The Keeper is down, but short-lived for sure. And now we do have a construction turret being built there, and hopefully another Keeper soon would be wise. Ragnar's taking it upon himself to defend the bottom of the mountain here. Thor's going to be outclassing Karganeth by a long shot. So that guy has to be taken out first. We got a few Hornet gunships up here at the top. Going to be hitting this Vanguard. How many commanders does Yep have? He has another one dancing over here. I think this is his last one, right? Yeah. So Hornets, I guess, doing a bit of scouting there. They didn't do any damage. His Vanguard's much alive. But I'm assuming that probably wasn't the point there. We're seeing a buildup of Karganeths on the back here. So we have 6 Karganeths, the Razorback, and of course the Behemoth that we've been keeping an eye on this whole time. Ticks patrolling the front line here as Thors are moving out yet again. Basilica's continuing to shoot their long-range cannons. They don't have that many kills, 28, but it's a constant pressure and also the need for Overseers and Keepers that makes them really useful. Now Ragnaroks can really get up to some good damage, but yeah, for Basilisks and Basilicas, you're basically just telling your enemy, hey man, get up some plasma deflector shields, otherwise it's going to be bad for you. Starlight's going ham on this guy. He's down to 94%, but he will try to make it up that hill there instead of going for this base here, which I think might be a bit of a better idea. We do have Paralyzer, EMP, goodness, launchers there. This guy can't be paralyzed, so it was a futile attempt. Maybe I should have gone for these guys instead, but what are you going to do about it? And we now have 8 Thors here, right? Yes, I can count. Making their way up the hill here towards Ragna, and the 2 Thors here. Commanders trying to cloak, but yeah, some D-guns could really harm these guys for sure. Maybe taking some damage from those Hornet gunships. Behemoth with basically a D-gun. Heavy pinging on some Archangels, which is I guess necessary for the air over here. That's kind of been hurt. We do have the Karganeths making their way up the hill. Behemoth sitting at like what, 85% life, being pinged like crazy. He can't go straight up the hill. He's gonna have to go around, but unfortunately, he's just gonna get degunned here, probably. Yep, that's the thing with really slow units. When you don't have radar and stuff like that, your enemy commanders can just take you out, just like that. So, unfortunate end to our hero over there, but a Karganeth might be doing a little bit more damage. Something going on over here. Yeah, looks like we do have a commander going down there. Whose it is, I won't bother y'all with. I'm not entirely sure myself. Oh my gosh. Frontline absolutely destroyed over here. I mean, tons of Thors have gone down. Down to 2 over here from Stardom from the original, like 8. 2 also over here from Pure Malt as well. They're going to be moving back home, I think. Yeah, relatively back home. Sounds like a band name. Nah, it's not metal enough or wacky enough. You either go super cringe metal or a little bit of wacky indie for band names there. Ragnarok at like, yeah, 50%. We'll see if it gets built, but whether this man has the energy to fire it, he's actually doing pretty well in the energy department. Might get a couple shots off there. But yeah, that's definitely a target for this right side here. If they even know it's building, which they might not. Thors are making their way downtown here. Taking out the Beauty's installation. Kind of, yeah. Overseer goes down. Or maybe that's a Keeper. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. All the MPs go down. I said, you know, it'd been a shame if like one of those was left up. But yeah, they all go down. Am I the only one with super low FPS all game? No, I feel you. My computer's screaming right now. I have to turn on like a little setting on my microphone to keep the fan volume off for like the recording, but it's blazing right now. Poor guy. The RTX 2060, the laptop version too. It's feeling the heat. Yeah, I wonder how much CPU dependency it is as well. With all the units and stuff, I'm not entirely sure. There's probably a way I can check, but I don't think I will be. Thor taking quite a bit of damage here. Titan moving out. Only has 1 kill under his belt. Thor has 29. Great job, Thor. You're doing great, buddy. Might still get taken out there, but it looks like he makes it away. Sacrificing some Shivas, of course, as you do. Magic X Shivas finally going down. This guy with 23 kills. 2 bar, Silver Veteran C. At 25%, looks like he's going to make it away. Sick. You love to see a good story with a good Hollywood ending. Basilisk going to be built in 8 minutes. Built by the lone tier 2 construction bot. Very nice. Tifyon making his second climb up the hill here with around the same number of Karganas, I think. 15, yep. A little bit more this time. A little bit less defenses too, maybe. And hopefully a commander won't detonate on them, just stalling the attack entirely. But yeah, sharpshooters making their way across, which would be a good idea if Karganas weren't sitting right below the hill. So, but you gotta do what you gotta do. One of these, Fiends. Fiends moving down the center with a couple arbitrators. Good lord, arbiters. Arbiters, same thing. Fiends not going to have a good time from these gunships over there. I'm going to be taking a little bit of damage. The gunships do move away. They spot some anti-air, I guess. But yeah, Titans and Thors going to be mopping those guys up. No problem. Fiends are a great unit when you're still in the mid-game. Yeah, right side slowly encroaching. I think the cool colors doing a little bit better. They kind of got this midline here. Their front line is like here. So you can see they do have a little bit more of the map here. And like no one owns any of this region. So the left side is entirely contained to the left side of the map here. Almost entirely. We do have Yep out here with some random crap. But nothing that's going to stop a Juggernaut. Ooh. Oh, I love seeing those. Rogovitz, Juggernaut with the dragon in the back, as you do. Targanas still plotting, waiting. Yeah, nice. Juggernaut might get degunned. Yep's commander's here. Not a lot of other commanders around, but Juggernauts are super slow. There are 3 Titans here as well, which is, yeah, I think 3 Titans? I don't know. I think it might actually be like 5 Titans to take out a Jug. Not entirely sure about the exact numbers on that. Might have to do some testing. Do have Thors clambering up the hill here with some Kargnests in the back. Yeah, it takes out 1 Titan, paralyzes another one with that rocket there. Love seeing Thors use their rockets like they're supposed to. Half the time they die without shooting any rockets. Another Titan goes down there. Ragnarok trying to be built up here. Up at 60%. What happened to this guy? He's at 83. Gonna be built in like 4 minutes or so. Nice to see. Jug at 51%. Not exactly feeling fresh. He's a little bruised, a little battered. But half the power of the Jugs are getting destroyed, right? So maybe detonating over here wouldn't be even the worst idea. Taking out a bit of that front line. Just pushing back the enemy more and more. Kargnest still chilling over there. You have to keep an eye on those guys. Yeah, Ragnarok now being reclaimed. After it was being built for like 4 years. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. This guy at 61% there. Oh my gosh. Thor wreaking havoc. And yeah, this front base has been kind of decimated here. Okubik kind of feeling the heat. That's for sure. The Jug still alive. 49%. He's taken 2% damage since we last saw him. But Ozpark is making his way across. Unfortunately, the cloaking didn't work out for him. Was absolutely destroyed. Decat's commander still over there. Still potential for the D-gun on the jug, but we'll see. Oh, Tifyon moving across the top here. Got 15 Juggernauts. Take down this Thor eventually. Captain Benji here. Or Benj. I'm hallucinating the eye, guys. I don't know. Yeah, Kargnet's getting absolutely destroyed. The D-guns and the Thor completely stalling this attack, which is a bit unfortunate because I really wanted to succeed every time. Commander does actually get taken out. Thor is gone as well. Another Thor making its way up the hill from Jahand. But yeah. That Karganas actually might just wipe these guys. People leaving the game. The left side's kind of feeling like it's over. Yeah, Juggernauts and Thors have breached through the middle here. Yep, with the emplacement up here, as well as, is this Kesar's building? Synthetics building, this Juggernaut, or Ragnarok? At 73%. Will it come up? Probably not. And yeah, as the left side loses morale, it's not great. But the nuke does go out. Gonna be nuking this army, I believe. Jug at 48%, so should survive that, no sweat. Yeah, it takes 4% damage. Yeah, this is not feeling good for Synthetic over here. Base is being destroyed by these Thors and the Juggernaut soon as well. Tifyon over here being a little bit devious with those Karganas. And what do these Thors have? Or not Thors. What are these guys carrying? These abductors. We'll never know because I can't select them, unfortunately. They will be dropping their cargo in a little bit here. Oh, construction turrets, as well as some Centurions. What are they going to be building, huh? Got a construction vehicle, advanced construction mod there. Really interesting strat, actually. A little drop for the base build in there. You don't really see that stuff. It's a very StarCraft-esque play. I mean, StarCraft kind of does it early, right? But either way. Yeah, this experimental gantry almost paralyzed there. Was paralyzed for a little bit. Fusion reactor paralyzed. Thistle paralyzed. Cortex commander just straight chilling here. Eventually taking these guys out. And a couple of thistles over here. Gonna be getting rid of these abductors. But what are these guys even doing? The battle of the construction turrets, it seems. Yeah, looks like it's just a little bit of havoc. Nothing huge going on there. Nuke on that top base. To be expected. Yep was wiped out. Sorry, I missed that. I was having fun over here. It's just this... the rattlesnakes being made over here by the beauty. The consoles and the advanced construction are just straight chilling. So what commanders are left for this left side? Also, Tifyon just clearing that out. It's great to see. His strat finally worked. Although the battle was already won back here. But hey, it was worth doing. I don't know what commanders are left for the left side. They have 2 left. Oh, it seems like they're just the AFK ones. Very good. Yeah, Thor's going to be eliminating that guy. And there's one guy down here. And Tifyon knows where he is. I saw all those arrows coming his way. Now, 66%, 59. And we'll watch his destruction. And oh my gosh. Very nice. Well, poor guy. Either way. Whew, thank you guys very much. That was a great game. Really fun to see. So, Stardom, of course, winning all the awards. Except for Phoenix, who destroyed all of his friends. It's always rough to win that award, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Don't look at the Delta stats. Yeah, the stats page isn't going to work, really. Damage dealt definitely goes to Yep here. I did great with Stardom, close behind. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, which I only ask at the end now, because otherwise it's intrusive. Yeah, sick. Have a great day. Adios.